Pillars is here because we are part of the community. And I think what's most important at the end of the day is that if you are facing a challenge in mental health or addictions or violence or looking for an educational opportunity for your young children, preschool children, or have a child who's experienced the death of someone who is very close to them, Pillars is here to help.
My husband Rick passed away in September of 2003 when the kids were 5 and 2. 4 months later, we realized we needed some help. Matthew, my son, was definitely in need of someone to talk to. During that time in my life, I felt overwhelmed. I was a single mom. My entire family is on the East Coast. And I remember feeling anxiety because would the kids be okay? And so we reached out to Buddy's Place, and I heard about it through my boss.
There are different types of children that come into Pillars in the different programs that it offers. We offer such a breadth and depth of programs that we can really meet the needs of the children and the families in our area.
My son, who had just turned 6, he spent the first half of the first meeting hiding in a closet. He was one of the youngest children there. Once he came out and got talking to some of the older kids, he ran into my arms at the end of the meeting and said, "Mom, I'm not the only one." And so then we knew that we were going to be there for a while.
I think that when the children leave Pillars programs, they are empowered with a lot of different tools and resources so they can go out and tackle some of the things that they might not have been able to conquer before. And it's great to see them confident and more resilient after leaving.
Among our values at Pillars is that we really embrace that parents are doing absolutely the best they can at each step. Sometimes they face challenges due to their own difficulties with mental health issues or addictions or violence. Our role is to help them meet those challenges and to then be able to be not only the best parents that they can be, but to be the parent they want to be for their children.
In 7th grade, I was having a really hard time going to school. And I would actually pull up to the school with my mom and I would hold down the lock of the car so the social worker at the school wouldn't get into the car because I was so terrified of going to school.
In community mental health, and especially at Pillars, we see the full spectrum of problems and struggles with kids and adults and families. Pillars is definitely embedded in the communities that we serve. We have partnerships with key agencies that can touch the lives of children early on. We have partnerships with schools in the area, with community nurse.
I have hydrophobia. I went to community nurse and asked them what I should do, and it just so happened that Pillars works with community nurse. So I was able to start seeing a therapist there, and she helped me with the fear of my hydrophobia, and I was able to also work out my other fears with social anxiety. I was able to control my anxiety, and I was able to really understand why and how and when I would start to have a panic attack. And I was able to calm myself down. I can now manage my panic attacks and keep them at a minimum and attack them before they even come. So that is a really great thing that Pillars has done for me.
The children that come to Pillars could be anybody's children. I definitely see children becoming transformed as a result of our work.
It's a community, and we would not have survived and thrived, and it's so critical to keep the program running.
One of the things that I think is a hallmark of healthy communities is when we all come together to support each other. I think that anytime a community comes together around its most vulnerable, that's the kind of community that one wants to be part of. And that's a real strength of the communities that we serve, and we so appreciate the support and opportunity that you, our residents, have given us to be here when you need us.
Thank you, Pillars.
Thank you, Pillars.